Hey everybody, this video is to show you how to edit your profile on CourseFinders.com. I'm going to assume that you're already logged in. There is a separate video to show you how to log in, so if you're having trouble with that, please check out that video. If you are logged in, you should see your own name here in the top corner, or perhaps the name of a colleague if you're sharing an admin. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on your name and click on the dashboard. So this takes you through to edit mode where you can change all of the details of your school's profile. Down the left hand side here, if you have more than one school, you should see all of your different locations listed. We only have one school, so let's get to work. If you would like to change any of the details here, any of the address or the contact details, very simple, click on the pen, make the change that you want to make, and then click on the tick symbol to save it. Next, we need to get to work on the tabs. So these tabs on your profile are the areas that students are going to be visiting the most. So you need to make sure you have obviously very accurate information in there, but also bear in mind keywords. Anything you type in the About Us section or in the course descriptions is read by our search engine and therefore will show up in searches if students type something that matches. So if your school is near the beach or in the mountains, you have skiing, you have a partnership with an amazing soccer academy somewhere in the world, make sure you're mentioning it in these sections so that any students come and search for English and soccer academy, your school is showing up. To add anything here, much the same as the address, click on the box, type what you want to type, and then click the tick to save it. You can also add your own translations here as well, so click on the German flag to add your translation in German. If you don't have anybody on your staff that speaks these languages, perhaps you might get an agent to help you out. They can do the translation for you, and in return you can offer to send them your first leads from their market, from their city. It's good to get your agents on side early because they can also help you in getting student reviews as well, and I'll tell you a little bit about more about that as we go on. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is look at adding pictures. Obviously students love looking at pictures, so make sure you upload as many as you can. Don't just put up pictures of empty classrooms or buildings or your grounds, although obviously they do want to see the facilities, but make sure you have some students in there as well, some smiling happy faces having a good time at your school. So you can see we already have a couple of images stored in our library here. If we want to reorder them, simply just drag and drop. If you want to delete some, just click on these little X's here to get rid of them. And to add new images, scroll to the bottom, there's a button here, Add Image. Choose a file that you already have saved on your computer somewhere. Please bear in mind that there is a size limit of 5 megabytes for pictures, so anything bigger than 5 megabytes you won't be able to upload. To be honest with you, there's absolutely no need to have files bigger than 5 megs on the internet anyway. Nobody has a screen that nobody will be able to appreciate it. Might be great for putting on huge posters, but not necessary here. So make sure you have a file smaller than 5 megabytes. Simply click Open, upload the image. You'll see the little loading bar here, and as soon as it's ready, it should join your library. Okay, so next we would like to add a video. If your school has a video, they should already be hosted online somewhere. At the moment, you can only add videos that are hosted on YouTube, so apologies if your videos are hosted on Vimeo or another site like that. We will be adding support for these sites as well very soon. However, if you do have school videos, I do recommend you upload them to YouTube as well. YouTube is owned by Google now, so it's very good for your search rankings if you have sort of an additional account in YouTube as well. So fortunately, ICF's videos are already uploaded to YouTube. So find the video you'd like to upload on YouTube, come down here to the share section and just grab this link, copy and paste it, or copy it first rather, come back to CourseFinders, paste it into this window, click Add Video. You should see it appear immediately, and you can add as many of these videos as you like to. Next, we're going to look at courses. As you might imagine, on CourseFinders.com, courses is a very important section. Most schools will have at least one language already in here when they first load it up, when you first log in. But let's say you'd like to add another one. Our school is about to start teaching Italian. So type it in, select it from the drop down, add a language. You'll see it appear here. Let's concentrate on our English courses to start with though. We've asked you to put your courses into one of these 9 categories. This is just to make it a little bit easier for students to understand and to compare courses between schools. There's a lot of different brand names out there for general English or for these different sections. It can be quite confusing for students, so we've just tried to simplify the process. So let's have a look at your business English courses. Okay, we can add in a little bit more information about the location, about the age groups that we teach and so on, levels, class sizes. We can add in a bit more qualitative information here. This does accept HTML, so if you want to be a little bit fancy and make your text stand out, please feel free. Again, bear in mind that the text that goes into this field is also read by the search engine, so if you have something amazing to shout about, make sure you mention it in this section. And again, you can add your translations. If you make a change, just check the box to save it. If there's a course on here that you don't offer, let's say our school doesn't offer English online. Oh, I've clicked in the wrong place. Doesn't offer English online. Open up that section, click on hide this course, and that won't appear on your profile. And if students are searching for English online, your school won't be showing up. So you can do that for all of these different sections. So we don't want to be hiding that. Let's say we only do summer courses for juniors. Okay, no problems at all. Move on to the other languages. Same again, so we haven't actually added any sections. So again, let's say we're doing general Italian. Click the different sections. Add some qualitative text in here so that we get an advantage with our keywords in the search engine. Save it. And then we shall move on to brochures. So CourseFinders has a feature that allows you to upload your brochures, ideally as PDFs, which students can then download and read at home, perhaps show to their parents. So in this case, we already have one uploaded, but it's out of date, so we're going to delete that and add a new one. Click on the button to add a brochure, very similar to the photos. You have to choose the file from your computer. So here we have a nice PDF. It's smaller than 10 megabytes, which is the maximum allowed for a brochure. So let's open that one up and upload it. Let's give it a name and say brochure in English. If you have brochures in different languages, which I know many of you do, it's good to write these titles in the language that the brochure is in. So if say you have a brochure in English, you say brochure Deutsch. Upload. Bear in mind this can take a few seconds. A lot of these brochures are very big files with lots of photos, up to 10 megabytes. So you may have to be a little bit patient, I'm afraid. That one wasn't too bad. Okay, and that's our brochure uploaded. And again, you can add as many of these brochures as you would like to. Now we're going to look at the map feature. When you add your address, or if you change your address here in CourseFinders, the map should actually update automatically, but even Google isn't infallible, so if they've made a mistake, or particularly if you're in a more rural location, sometimes it's not quite as accurate, you might need to make an adjustment. Literally just come to the map tab here, grab the marker from where it is and put it down where it should be. It's that simple. So last but not least, we have the review tool. Now, reviews are an incredibly important part of CourseFinders, as they are any travel website or any consumer-facing website for that matter. By review, we mean a student review, a testimonial. So students will come to your site and we'll ask them to, first of all, rate your school on 5 different categories, and then also to add some text. So these are the 5 categories that students are asked to rate you on: courses, value, facilities, service and activities. And then we asked them to write a few lines as well, just to talk about their experience, what they liked and what they didn't like. So by deploying the review tool, you can show your CourseFinder reviews on your site or any other site where you deploy the tool. And also you make it very, very easy for students to write new reviews as well. So you can put this on your website. It means you don't have to send students to CourseFinders.com to add reviews. But also you can push it out to your agents as well. The tool and CourseFinders itself is a little bit clever in that it knows who's looking at it. So if you've got this tool deployed on your site and there's 2 students on there at the same time, one is from Brazil, one is from China, the Brazilian student will see reviews from other Brazilians first, whereas the Chinese student will see reviews from Chinese first. However, of course, for that to work, you actually need some reviews from Brazilians and reviews from Chinese. And this is why we really recommend you deploy the review tool, not just to your own site, but also to your agents as well. You may already have agents asking you for testimonials. Instead of just sending them testimonials which go out of date, you can get them to deploy this code. They will always have the most recent reviews, and they'll also have the most relevant reviews as well. So if you put this on a Russian agent site, it's going to be showing Russian reviews first. To do that, you would copy and paste this code here and paste it into your own website. If that's something you're not comfortable doing, click on this button, email this code to a webmaster. So you can send that to your webmaster or a more technical colleague, and also it works to send it to your agents as well. Just pop their email address in here as well. We do have 2 different types of widget. This first one is called the snippet, and then a little bit lower down we have a much more simple button style widget here, review tool. And coming very soon we have a customizable version, which means you'll be able to select your own size and shape and color scheme, and make sure that it fits on your own site and just looks really, really good. Okay, so that is all we have on editing profile for now. If you still have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in touch. My name is Ross and you can reach me info@CourseFinders.com. Thanks very much. Bye bye.